Good evening, Togepi. Welcome on in. How are you doing this evening? I hope you're well. I'm just non-stop full of surprises lately. Although perhaps it's not surprising that in a game that gives me so many things on which to grind, a lot can ground. Can make a fine powder. Glad to hear that you're doing well. I'm remarkably on top of my stuff this evening. Already had dinner? I made like a soup. I don't know that it was really a soup, but it had enough liquid that it felt like a soup. It was beans, seitan, and salsa. It's tasty. I couldn't eat a whole lot of it. It was very hearty. It's tasty. Oh my gosh, I have an ottoman under here now. This is how I always should have had the setup be. Should have had an ottoman here instead of my desktop computer. Got some cleaning done. Got some reading done. It's great. It is truly grand. Jean jacket. Making good progress on the drawings you mentioned yesterday. I see we've got many people drawing lately. If you don't mind my mentioning it, Monficat has been doing a little drawing himself. And I was privy to some of the sketches. Anyways. I think I'm going to taper the game down just a little more than I had it last time. I watched a snippet of the VOD, and while the music wasn't too loud, it was a little loud. Go ahead and switch to the layout. Jenny's awake, in case you were worrying. Second you turn your light off, you ran to the bed to share it. It's phenomenal. I'm back at my desk also. I'm not in front of my TV. So my actual game screen is the phone itself on the little tripod. See? Oh my gosh. How many times have you guessed Nidoqueen? And now when you don't. It's... I don't want to say it doesn't like you. It's just a game of cat and mouse. Gonna be lurking with some Star Wars The Old Republic. And with your best friend Smooth, because you got him into the game. Yay! Good to see you too, Mystic. I hope you're having a nice time and enjoy your lurk. We've got some Final Fantasy to keep you company. I'll be, talking and doing the voices and all that stuff that I do. But anyways, welcome back, one and all. Yes, Monfacata, that's correct. Because again, my amount of clothes that I have left is limited. And I put on this shirt, like, literally for the stream yesterday. So, like, it is still relatively clean. Because I didn't, like, wear it all night, so, like, it's fine. This is the last time I'll wear it this week, but it's good for today. Anyways. So last time... we learned some hippie nonsense about what the spirit is. We learned that Sephiroth's fake mom, real mom. We'll figure out the maternity situation later. Wasn't actually one of the ancients like he had thought, but instead was a cataclysm, buried in 2,000 years of Earth. They're broken? Oh no. Oh well, that's terrible. Gosh. Fix your stuff, Discord. Fix your stuff. Yeah, and also, Red 13... Oh my gosh. The Red 13 stuff. I didn't say nothing. I think that would be an interesting plotline, Mumfakata. I hope that the next Final Fantasy explores that. I mean, all the Final Fantasy series has had is like 2 Australian lesbians in Final Fantasy 13. That's it. And of course, Cloud. Whatever Cloud is. It's hard to tell. Anyways, today... So, I did a little grinding. As I do. So, my Cloud is about... Well, I guess I ended last time Cloud was level 55. So I got like 7 more levels. Again, levels are not what I'm going for. I am just trying to like level materia and get limit breaks. And so like I got all of Vincent's limit breaks unlocked. Or at least the ones that I can right now. I don't have his ultimate. And I'll talk more about his later because they're special. But just be excited for that. And, you know, I've been leveling materia, and so, you know, I've got more mastered. Also, I figured out if you hit the arrange button, it arranges your materia. I'm clever. I was just dealing with them not being sorted for a long time. And I checked a bunch of them off my list for the ones that I need to master to get the master summon, command, and magic materia. Yes, the vampire, exactly. Yeah, and so this, this was just, you know, helpful to realize that there was a command right in front of my face to sort the material. I'm pretty sure I learned that at one point and definitely forgot. Would have been helpful to remember before now, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so I'm working on, like, you know, I'm still working on the new summons that we got last time, some of the new spells we got last time. I actually already have mastered a time materia. This is the second one. Oops. And this is a great illustration of time and added effect together means that Vincent's bullets, because he's got a gun, they can inflict stop on enemies that they don't kill. Or, if he's confused, they can inflict stop on Tifa. A lot. I fought more of those dorky faces in the Shinra Mansion because they were good for grinding. Thoughts on vampirism? Ooh, good question. Not helpful. Maybe she's just interested in Vincent. Him being the gunman, after all. Other than that, I've just been working on, you know, getting everything leveled. The gravity materia that we got last time in Cosmo Canyon is almost done cooking already. AP is coming way faster now. And of course, since I've got the double AP weapons on, you know, these stuff grows fast. I don't mind. And so, at this point in the game, since Vincent's weapon actually is a 3-slotter, I actually grinded a bit with Kate Sith, because Kate Sith has 4 slots, but I wanted to grind more with Vincent because Vincent has the benefit of every kill he gets adds power to something later. And so I was like, you know, Vincent should kill more things. And to that end, I gave him the Fury Ring, which puts him automatically in Berserk, so when I was grinding, I literally just had to get into a battle and then wait for Vincent to kill everything. Made it easier. I didn't even have to mash X. I just gotta sit there and let him do it. Anyways, so that's what happened between the scenes. So, let's go back. So we were in Nibelheim. And we completed everything that there is to do at the Shinra Mansion. And Sephiroth was like, come to the mountain if you dare. And you know what? I do dare. I ain't scared. Just because he's got gorgeous hair and a big long sword doesn't mean I have to be afraid of him. I'm not intimidated by you, Sephiroth. And so if you'll remember from 2 years ago, we've actually already visited Mount Nibel in flashbacks. However, now, this false village, yeah. Now there are new monsters and items that we can collect. Cloud gets all tiny. Look how small he is. It's adorable. No, come on. You can do it. The Rune Blade. I'm going to go ahead and equip that right away because the Rune Blade is the 4-slotted double AP sword for Cloud. Which means I now have another materia slot. Granted, I don't have a lot that I actually need to work on. Like, all the stuff that I need to work on is being worked on. So now I'm just getting to, like, you know, B and C tier stuff. Actually, ooh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the HP plus in that slot so it gets double AP. Because I do like the HP and MP plus stuff, even though I don't need them. I like them. Which is why Cloud now has 5,000 HP instead of the, like, just over 4,000 he had last time. And then what else? I mean, I have a couple things that are in process. Yeah, the fire materia is fine. Yeah, looks good. And Cloud did master the Deathblow materia that he had, so I gave him a new one to start working on. So he's very good. He's mastered the skills that we taught him last time. Though, actually, I'll save that for a second, because there's a better point at which to explain it. Anyways, first item. There are a couple things out and around here that I'll just be picking up. And see, this is the benefit of having Vinny be in Berserk, is literally I can just wait for him to kill the enemies for me. And Berserk also gives your character, I think, like 1.5 times as much attack. So, you know, Vinny's a little angry. But he's on my side. And I can take the Fury Ring off at any time. But it's currently the strategy that I'm employing. So tall, right? And because his guns are long-range weapons, he can attack easily from the back row, without taking any penalty to his damage output. And so, I don't have to move him. And he takes half damage, which was especially useful when I was training in the Shinra Mansion against the enemies that could confuse me. Because even when, like, Cloud would hit him, it would be for half as much damage. So it would be for, like, 900 instead of 1,700. Which, since he has well over 3,000, isn't that bad. Okay, so there has to be a way to some of these other paths. You see? Aha! I found the secret. Well, the first secret. Again, this is it's a smidgen tiny for me. Keep going. I'll just pull it a little closer. There we go. That's better. It's like having the world's tiniest second monitor. It's great. Yeah, and so if you... I don't know if we actually saw him in battle last time. I think I recruited him and then ended the episode. He's got, like, that gold hand. You know, just... pay attention to that if you want to. Oh, there we are. The plus barrette. That is a great question, Mafakata. And one that I think the developers forgot about. I mean, they illustrated those skills and then no more flying after that. He's just there walking like a loser on feet when he doesn't have to be. Side note. I find these mountain formations fast. He's a poser. Oh, big time. Big time. Vinny, get the other one. Thank you, Vinny. And so, I believe I was talking about this last time, but Vincent's actually a really solid magic user. And so, and in contrast to Kate Sith, Vincent isn't nerfed by, there's gotta be a way to get, like, down there. Because, you know, there's a path. Actually, huge dead things. Well, consider this. Consider what we know from the plot thus far, right? we know that when Shinra puts in a reactor somewhere, it essentially drains the life from the area around it. And so this mountain was probably once verdant and full of, grasses and plants and trees, and it was literally sucked dry by the implementation of the reactor. And so I like to think that it wasn't always like this, but that everything essentially cratered in on itself. So you'll remember this bridge. It's less dangerous now, thankfully. There is an enemy here that I am curious whether or not we'll see it. Because there's an enemy here that is... It's particularly useful to have long-range characters like Vincent and Barrett. Crumple here and there. Exactly. Here a crumple, there a crumple, everywhere a crumple, yeah. Nope, guess not. Guess it didn't want to show up. So this is now the cave interior, the infrastructure related to the factory. Oh, a dragon! So, oh, I don't have my stealing materia on. So, these dragons have gold armlets that you can steal from them. And I need one. They're a better defensive equipment than what we presently have. Ergo, I'd like one. I could use it. It would be handy. But if you don't steal from them, they drop fire fangs. Cue quote. Hold on. Now, because of the level lead I have, the steal is not hard. It's not a difficult one to do. But I'll take regular steal over mug. That way I don't lose chances. I also need to release this ladder. Thank you. Because if you don't do that, you can't get back. Yes. Yes, Mavocata, they did. Do you remember Lulu's from Final Fantasy X? What are my bottom 3 Final Fantasies? 3, 11, and 13. 3, 11, and 13. So if I take... Oh, nice. Always good to get preemptive strikes. Yeah, those enemies that I just killed can paralyze you. They're irritating. The Kyuvundis here, however you say that, is not really that threatening. Kind of exactly the same as the Edwardian equivalent of Duckface. It's the best way you can say it. Well, you know. Alright, if I go down chute number 4... No. Shoot. See the numbers on them? Shoot! Alright, there we go. Chute number 4 takes me to this item. And all material. Now we come down here. I'm not gonna fight the big spider thing. That doesn't seem like fun. I can save, though. We'll deal with the big spider thing later. I'm sure it's not important now. The dragons are playing hard to get, as they do. Yeah, but you see, if you hadn't put down this ladder, you literally would not be able to get back up. You'd have to wait a good long while before being able to go back. And there's an area out here to the left. One can explode. Yay! Another dragon. Yeah, so under normal circumstances, because the dragons do a bunch of damage... See how easy that was? First try. Under normal circumstances, since they do a lot of fire damage, it can be advantageous to equip the fire ring to prevent said fire damage. But I don't need to do that because I'm really strong. Because I've been working out. I've been fitnessing it up. Shark Tank is called Dragon's Den. I like the name. Yeah, and so let me show off the gold armor. It is a better weapon, or better armor rather, than the silver armlet in both defense and magic defense, and you get 2 link slots. So it has the same number of slots, but you get 2 link sets. Jenny. Oh my goodness. And so, because it's a new and better armor, you may be asking yourself, oh, Axamin, don't you need to steal a bunch more for the rest of your characters? I already did. I could come here off-air without triggering any story stuff, and so I was like, I'll just steal 7 right away, so I don't need to... so I don't need to hunt for dragons. So there we go. All done! I wanted to make sure I did one on air. So this is the reactor from before, from the story. You know? And we can walk back in here. Eventually. However, there is seemingly nothing here. Nothing that we can do, anyway. We can look around all we want, but we can't even look at the creepy faces in the pods. This place is just here to remind you, yeah, this place did exist. And yeah, it's still messed up. And it's still operational. The fact that it's still operational, I think, is the thing where it's like, again, don't know how much is real and fake at this point, because some clearly happened in town. Either Clad's memory's messed up, or things are more than they seem. But the terrain is as he described. Alright, and can switch that back to the death blow now. Okay. So I've done my stealing. Is this a Sephiroth factory? Well, no, because those are monsters being made in Mako. That is not what we've been told happened with Sephiroth. Now, do we know for certain what happened, why, and how? No. We have some hints. It's more of a monster factory. Why is Vincent's mugshot off-center? So it can show off all of his beautiful hair. Or do you mean on the menu screen? Because he's edgy. Okay, great. There's Gravity Mastered. So, Vincent's is off-center like this because he's in the back row. I can change which row they're in. And so that means he doesn't take as much damage from enemies, but if he didn't have a long-range weapon, he wouldn't be able to do as much damage. So that is what that does. I'm just going to mark off on my handy-dandy list that I have now mastered Gravity. Okay. Which means I can swap that for something else. I mean, I do like building up my time magics. Even though I already have 2. I have a revive. Yeah. No, that's a new one. I have another mastered revive? Harsh. Here, this isn't mastered. Thought it was an oversight. No. That's deliberate. Also, I'm going to take Vinny's Fury Ring off so we can show off his limit break when we get a good opportunity. Alright, Vinny. Powers while I grab the champion belt from Tifa. Because you're going to get that, and then Tifa... I mean, I have another champion belt on Red 13, but... she'll be fine. She does plenty of damage. So I'm not worried about, like, building her out completely. Oh, a little cave. Look at it, isn't it cute? More dragons! Everywhere we go, dragons. I need to give Vincent something to attack with that is not his limit break. I need to give him either Mug or Death Blow. I mean, I could use the enemy skill, but I don't want to waste the MP. This is the problem. Now that I have skills that I mean I don't need to use my 8 or my MP moves, I just won't. I just refuse. Use Major Magic. The worst looking dragons you've ever seen. They're a little heavy. It's okay. They're well fed. If a minute while Smooth Go gets a drink. Nice, nice. Lovely. And I'm just checking something because I feel like I'm forgetting something. Da, 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 da. Oh no, I'm fine. It's coming up. I just forgot to put it in my notes, but I knew it was here. Oh, Mavakata, it's because I'm incredibly superficial and vain. And also, I'm a bit of a defender of the appearance of Final Fantasy VII because it's early 3D, and I kind of find it charming. There we go. Could have just walked in here. Now, Vinny has a 4-slot weapon that has 255 attack percent. What that means is that his attacks will never miss. And so even though it's not a double materia weapon, for right now I'm going to equip it, and I'm going to put Deathblow on it, because I want to show something off. Use the mastered one. Actually, I'll give him Clouds. We can share. Everyone can D-blow. I'll get you something else. Oh, also, I accidentally sold my Speed Plus materia. I can get another one. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. Except that I am deeply upset. I use Cutter. Not a bad thing to charge. Should be a little something around here. Well, I know there is. It's supposed to be here. Materia. Maybe it's in another place. I don't write down where everything is, I just write down the things that I need. Character's gonna look all snazzy. Ooh. Yeah, so Deathblow is an instant critical hit. And with a weapon with which Vincent can never miss, that means that Deathblow is always going to hit for, like, 2,000 damage. At least with that weapon and the levels that I'm at, right? It's nice. Vincent has a few weapons that are like that, where they get sort of that large boost. And it's handy. I admit that it's handy. Just a little quick checky check. If I miss something in here, this area is not... it's not impossible to return to it, so, like, I don't have to worry about it. But I'd like to get stuff while I'm here. Efficiency and all that. Right now, the, I'd say what the issue is for my playstyle is that because I am so... Look at the way he spins that gun. So fancy. Because of my reticence to use MP, and because I'm not really charging up, like, my all materia, I could be clearing out these monsters with, like, an Ice 2 or an Ice 3 all at once. But the attacking doesn't take that much longer, and it's free. Aha! There it is. The elemental materia. That's a good one to be charging up. Alright, I can put away Earth for now, because I already have a mastered one. Elemental, elemental, elemental. This is the materia pool from before. So now we're essentially traversing backwards through the paths that we saw in the flashback. Able now to explore fully and grab the items that lay within. Okay, hold on. Okay, but there's gotta be a way into the cave. Avocado, did you figure out anything for Lockhart? Tifa's last name. And so, if you noticed, Vincent got stared at by that fella, that little creature there, which paralyzed him. Paralysis is temporary. It is not a status in this game that will automatically enter battle, but it's annoying. It's darn irritating. BEO? See, Avocado, I know. I know everything. Oh. Oh, one can go that way. There's nothing in here. No, you didn't. That's okay. You've got time. Hey, Tifa, would you mind? What'd you do? So, Tifa's limit breaks being all real-based is one of the reasons why I don't really like using her. It's because it's variable whether or not they take, right? Alright, Vinny, you can take care of the other one. And I don't typically have the patience to time the slots. When I first played Chastity Lockhart. Oh. Oh. I see. No. It works, Mothercotta, it works. It goes. Will it blend? I think it will. Is it a good idea to microwave that? Yeah. It'll be delicious. Speaking of food, I went to the grocery today, both because I was out of normal food, and also because I wanted to, pick up some of the last provisions that I'll need in advance of the trip. So I bought like some dried fruits, some mixed nuts. Don't make jokes. And I still have to, I'll still buy produce probably on Friday morning. A few apples and some carrots, so that way I can have some fresh things. Is there anything in here? Nope. That cave's just empty. Well, I've got it. It's because I'm psychic, you see. You can essentially traverse the entirety of Mount Nibble back to where you fell in the flashback. Food on the train. Yeah. Because the actual food they sell on the train is all snack food and not healthy and not filling and I mean they do serve dinner and stuff, which that isn't bad. I've had that before too. Keep going. Do they have train food like airplane food? They do. It's better than airplane food because they can have a kitchen on the train. I have fond memories actually of eating dinner in the dining car with my family. They have usually 3 entree options, 3 dessert options, a salad or 2, sides. It tends to be easier stuff. They're not going all out, but you can get something hot. They've got options for kids or picky adults, whatever the case may be. Oh no, that's back the way I came. Train that's bring your own food, but you gotta cook it yourself. I mean, would I be that mad about it? Looks like perhaps the path may stop here. I mean, I have everything that I need anyway. You have a joke, but you can't make it work. Let's see if we can help. Shoot, Mount Fakata, shoot. Just like Vinny here. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I like cooking for myself, right? So, I would not mind if the train had, a microwave that I could access. I mean, they do have microwaves in, the snack car. I don't think they let just anyone use them. I think you have to have a thing. Something about eating in the caboose. You gotta phrase it differently. Eating out of the caboose. That already there elevates it. But I appreciate your trying. And I always love to help. That's where most of the food ends up going. I am, I'm just gonna let that one sit. Sit and simmer. I do love the cave structures here. I think they're beautiful. I mean, it really does seem like a place with a lot of, like, you know, odd characteristics due to the proliferation of the spirit energy here. You can do that with spirit fingers. Absolutely, you can. This game really need that 2-year wait. Yeah. Oh, I was nowhere near as good at either handling or dishing out innuendo back then on air as I am now. Nope, okay, that path's over. That's a dead end. I forget that, because this is an early Final Fantasy game and not Final Fantasy 13, there are routes that just go to dead ends, that don't give you prizes. They try to trick you. It's not a treasure chest to be found. Ah, there one is! This is a zoo. It's a big old bird. And when fought on the bridge, it's only vulnerable to long-range weapons. When fought out here, anyone can hit it. They're a Final Fantasy staple, which is why it's always fun to see one. Alright! So I think it's about time. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Peacemaker back on Vinny so that he has the double materia weapon, because we're gonna fight that big old spider-looking fella. However, there is something else I need to do, and I think I can have it. I can put both of the enemy skills on Vincent, because as soon as we've got it, Vincent is going to use his limit break. I'd like to show off how it works. There is one more item that I'll pick up. Oh my gosh, all of y'all can go away. Call a weapon a Peacemaker. I think gunsmiths have quite the sense of irony sometimes. Little healing, if you would please, lady. Thank you. Yeah, now you're seeing, like, the power of the HP plus materia. Like, Cloud is picking up HP so fast as that materia grows. Like, it is just, you know, it's just level 3, and it picks up levels quickly. It starts at plus 10%, and it goes, you know, I believe once it's mastered, it gets plus 50%. And so, right there, it's just chunking up the HP fast. Right. If I take pipe number 2, whee! There's a little something here. The Power Soul. The Power Soul, if my memory serves, is a weapon for Tifa. Not that I picked everything and everyone so deliberately. The Power Soul is another double materia weapon. However, the Platinum Fist that I have is better than it in all respects. However, you'll notice that the Power Soul says powers up when near death. That is... Hi, Mihan. How are you? That is because when the Power Soul, or when the party members around you are dead and you have the Power Soul equipped, its attack power can double and then, I believe, quadruple. Mihan, how you doing? Are you back from Comic-Con? Welcome back. Final Fantasy VII. On scare tactics. You are wonderful. How's your cat? Is this the first time you'd have to leave your cat for a while? Just, save it. He's good. Yay. Alright, you know what, Vinny? Turn it into a frog. Get a friend come and check on him. Oh man, I didn't turn the dragon into a frog. I wanted to see that dragon be a frog. Alright, fine. Just use Aqualung then. I guess. Oh, so the cat had, like, run of the house. Just holding your friend hostage in the closet while starting an uprising. Like Salem Saberhagen. I love it. Alright. A quick save and off to the punching giant spider looking things part of our episode. Or, well... I don't need a tent. I've got plenty of MP. Oh. I guess I don't just walk into it. I guess I have to talk to it. That's Mavocato's line, Mihan. This is the Materia Keeper. Which makes sense for, you know, how much materia and Mako energy is around here at Mount Nibble. It has an attack that it can use called Trine. Trine is a lightning elemental enemy skill, and I would very much like for him to use it on Vincent. It actually attacks all of us, so I don't have to worry about, you know, whether or not it'll get specifically to Vincent. I just have to, like, wait for it to happen. Because once it does, I get to show off Vincent's Limit Break, and that's more exciting. The Heck combo. Oh! Oh, look at those moves! Oh, Vinny! Do it again! Aw, you didn't bob and weave this time. Got punched in the face. Wanna use Trine? Trine is one of the enemy skills. I think it's actually the only enemy skill that you can miss if you don't get it at certain points. Because there are only 3 enemies in the game that give it, and none of them... Well, one of them is accessible on Disc 3, but it can only be fought once, and the other 2 are not accessible on Disc 3. This one, the Materia Keeper, you fight now, and then the other one is in a dungeon that becomes inaccessible later. And so, I really need to get it when I can. I mean, there's a predetermined set of tags, but I can pick which ones I use. Some are tethered to the game, so like RPG is part and parcel of the category that we're in. Alright, gonna use White Wind, because like this guy's being real rude. Maybe I have to punch it. Let me check my notes. 8.4 thousand HP. I'll do a little damage to it, I just won't kill it. Here we go. Now use Trine? I did 3,000 damage, please? Found a string tag with type 1 diabetes. Yeah, they do a lot. They made a lot of tags. Twitch gave that person diabetes. Honestly, it does sound like a scheme by Amazon to sell insulin. If I'm being honest. I'm assuming you can buy insulin on Amazon. Alright, lady. Maybe punch him in the face again? Because I can't manipulate this thing. It's a boss. Okay, well now he's doing something different. So that's exciting. Shrine. Yay, okay. I just had to damage him a bit. Yeah, Trine is a strong lightning elemental attack. But now I can show off Vincent's limit break. Galleon Beast. This is his level 1 limit break, by the way. Vincent's limit breaks are transformations. He becomes a monster. And gets certain stat buffs alongside it. And then becomes a berserker. He attacks on his own. He has one of 2 abilities with each of the limit breaks. And so this one has Berserk Dance and a magic spell, which he will hopefully use. No, Vincent, use the spell! And this persists until the end of battle. The spell, Vinny, the spell! Thank you. Oh, that heals him. Okay, well then don't use the spell. Alright, Cloud, let's finish this up. Yeah, the Materia Keeper can be a threatening boss. It does have some weaknesses, like it can be stopped, paralyzed, or poisoned. It does absorb fire, which you just saw. It does give a nice amount of AP and EXP. And my Destruct Material. Ooh, the Gem Ring. That's handy. You'll see why later. Alright, Destruct Materia. That is another one down. Check. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 magic materia that I... Ooh! Hello! Eric, hello! How you doing? Welcome on in. How was the rest of Animal Crossing and Breath of the Wild? Eric was playing Animal Crossing earlier as well as Breath of the Wild. Lovely to see you. Lovely to have you. Welcome to Sexy Church. For your trouble, the Materia Keeper drops a counterattack. The game's wrong. It's a counterattack materia. I promise. Yes, welcome everyone to Sexy Church. With me, your host and pastor, Axamin. The counterattack materia is very, very nice. Counterattacks when damage is incurred. This is actually, I'm going to give this to Vinny. This is a great one for Vincent because it gives him more opportunities to get kills. I don't need to be charging with Vincent, so I'll go ahead and put that on Cloud. Oh, it'll be at the bottom. Though for the end of Animal Crossing, Breath of the Wild was good. Beat your first Divine Beast. Oh, what did you think? What did you think of the Divine Beast? Because I'm not gonna say my thoughts until... And which one was it? Also. Because the order in which people do them is, it's a deeply personal choice that reflects a lot about one as a person, your character, your temperament, and really your thoughts and opinions on the world and life. Varuta, the Elephant. So the one at Zora's Domain. Okay. I think I did the camel first. Or maybe the bird. One or the other. No, I did the bird first. This was your status as Axamin's friend. Oh, no. Opinions on Breath of the Wild have nothing to do with being my friend. Unless you have the wrong opinions about Breath of the Wild, in which case, yes, they do. You enjoyed it. So, I really like the Divine Beasts in Breath of the Wild. I wanted them to be, like, I wanted more, I wanted them to be bigger, but I really liked how, like, you know, the dungeons themselves were, like, malleable, you know? The structure being part of the puzzle. I thought that was tremendously clever. Yeah, so no sign of Sephiroth. So we'll move along. We could get back to our buggy if we wanted to, but our buggy won't do us any good because we gotta go. You know, we gotta hoof it on foot past Mount Nibble. What about it? Nothing about it, avocado. This is still the Nibble area. I lied. It might say something else in a second. Maybe now. Well, these enemies are new. Well, one of them is. The Vulture Task. Oh, I'm pretty sure the Vulture Task is an enemy from which, at this point, you can steal remedies. There's an enemy that you access around this time that is the earliest in the game you can get remedies. Remedies are an item that heals all status effects. Which, they're really nice. They're really nice. Where's the next? Up and to the right. Okie dokie. Such good reasons to go to each beast first, except for the one in Death Mountain. I'm curious what your rationale is for each. I mean, I think the one in Death Mountain would be handy as well, just because you get that, like, defensive skill. That's always good, especially if you're fighting, especially if you're dealing with Guardians. There we are. Welcome to our next stop on the station tour. However, we're in Rocket Launchpad area. I also need to switch set. Yes. I'm going to put his limit break on level 2, Death Gigas. And I'm also going to give Vinny temporarily the mastered cover materia. I'm just going to, for no reason whatsoever, I'm just going to get him another limit break real quick. Just real quick. Just like, no time flat. Fly easier. Fish one is beautiful, and Gerudo also. Death Mountain is far away and ugly. Traversing Death Mountain was the trickiest because you got to deal with the heat stuff, right? Like, that was annoying. Right. Hey, fellas. Any of y'all want to turn around and attack Vincent in the face? That is... Oh, right, he counterattacks. I wonder if cover and counterattack can work together. So far, it seems that when he covered, he didn't counter. And when he was attacked directly, he did counter. Also, I'm going to need to put him in Fury, because this is going to take way too long otherwise. Okay, so no, the counterattack doesn't always take. I am really curious whether cover and counter works together. If I've come up with a way to automatic... Like, if I put the Fury Ring on him... and cover and the counterattack materia, if I could literally just walk into battles and he would automatically kill everything as quickly as possible. This one first because Whistle came upon while wandering aimlessly. It's a good way to do it. And that game does encourage a wander. Okay. We're going to pick up the pace on this just a little. A hyper. That'll help. Alright, now Vincent's angry. And I'll quickly walk back to Mount Nibble because the enemies there do more damage faster. The overworld enemies, you know, they're not so much trouble. I really need to see whether or not... He can! Oh my gosh, he can. I've literally created an auto-battler. He'll cover all the damage, he will counterattack occasionally, and if I put the Fury Ring on him, he'd be in Berserk. Oh, I know what I'm doing off air. Vinny, Vinny, Vinny. I love when I'm clever. Inadvertently, too. This is the thing that I am always so geeked about with Final Fantasy VII, right? There are so many possibilities for what you can do with materia combinations, and the game rewards you for messing around with them. And so the realization that this works the way that I thought it did is delicious. Hey, maybe do that to Vincent? Oh, Cloud also has cover. I should probably take that off, Cloud. This'll take a minute, but we'll get him the limit break fairly quickly. And again, for no reason do I want Vincent to have another limit break right away. For absolutely no reason. There's no possible purpose for my doing this. I just want to show off the next one. There's no other reason. Like, perish the thought that I would have planned. As I look through my notes. Yeah, I'm gonna take that away from you, Cloud. You're not allowed to have that right now, okay? Alright? Like, it's cute that you thought you could use it, but you're not allowed. I'm supposed to start charging another gravity. I never use it. I never use it. I have something useful on. Yeah, there we go. A lightning materia. Hey, monsters! I love these little grasshoppers. I know that's not what they're called, but they're just cute. They're just darn cute. And they keep thinking they can attack other characters, but they will attack Vincent. Like, that's what's going to happen. Oh, you know what I should do? I should just put Vincent in the front row so he takes more damage. Much better. There we go. I remember how to play Final Fantasy VII. Vincent is so chivalrous. Right? He's the best character. I mean, so far anyway. Who knows if there'll be someone else? Who could say? Vincent was one who I really didn't use in my first playthrough. I'm really trying to remedy, like, you know, who did I ignore when I first played this game? Vincent, Kate Sith, Barrett a little bit. I really want to experiment with them. And then also, Yuffie. I'm not fixing that. And there's also part of a reason why. One of the conditions for something way later on has to do with your average party level. And so it behooves you to have a party member that you just literally don't use to lower your average. Otherwise... Oh, y'all's just asking for it. They did not have to attack Vincent, and then they just chose to. Yeah, otherwise, you got to deal with something harder if your average party level is above a certain point. So, it is good. It is a good thing to have a character that you totally ignore. The best way to exploit this would be to have your third party member always dead. So, like, you have Tifa in your party always, and she's always dead, so she's stuck at level 6. I'm not doing all that. Alrighty. We can take you out of Fury now. Just have a little tranquilizer. Thanks, Vinny. What's that? Doesn't look so good. Steel rocket. Wonder why they made something so huge. Better ask the captain about this town. He's the one in charge of it. Captain? Who's the captain? Captain was a pilot when Shinra was still interested in their space program, which is the department Palmer is head of. He was going to be the world's first astronaut. There was an accident. Ever since then, he's been wasting his life away here dreaming about going into outer space. Did you see a man in a black cape? Man in a black cape? Nope, never seen him. Well, that's a shame. You know, that's all we're looking for. Well, you know, let's go shopping, shall we? Might as well not pass up the opportunity. All the weapon and accessory needs. Look, a shotgun. And you can also buy gold armlets here, which means I didn't have to do all that stealing, but, you know. Now I don't have to buy them. You can buy more power wrists, tech vests, earrings. I might get some earrings. Let's say 2. Because I don't have much that is magic boosting right now. The power wrist and protect vest are both well outstriped by the champion's belts that I have. And I'll buy the shotgun for Vincent. It's a better weapon than the sniper, just less accurate. But always nice to have options. Alright. Thank you. Oh, look, a toilet. Next. The Shanghai Inn. I'm good for now. Ah. Shanghai Tej? Shanghai... Oh. Te? The spelling. I can't... What's up? Let me hear your story. Did you meet the captain already? He's really the town's representative, so you should really talk with him. I'll get to it. Oh no, what's going on in here? I'm in here. Magical jewelry. Trope as old as time. Tune as old as song. Man, they've got a lot of beds in here. That's nice. Most of the hotels we've seen have been, you know, tiny. This place at least has 2 different bedrooms. And a bar. Oh, hi. Is it real or fake? Who you asking? What do you want to know is real? Let's try this house. So bored. Isn't there anything that can excite me? Oh, be careful what you wish for, sir. Jeez, it's boring. Isn't anything exciting gonna happen here? Seems as though everyone has their lamentations about the state of activity in Rocket Town since no man with a black gate has walked through. It's a pretty town. Who are you?
This used to be a Shinra base where they launched rockets.
This is like, it's right next to town.
Saw the leaning rocket, right? It's Shinra number 26. It never got off the ground, though.
Like, rockets make a lot of noise, and are destructive, and all that jazz. Welcome, this is the item shop. Replenish my supply. I think I now have enough money to get up to 99 tenths. Yes, I do. And you can buy some materia that we have not yet had access to. Barrier and exit. You can also buy time materia here again. But barrier and exit are nice. Barrier gives you spells like, reflect, shell, that sort of thing. Or barrier, and reflect. That's what they're called in this one. And exit gives you escaping spells. Both of these, I think I only need one copy of, because I won't really be using them in battle, since I already have access to Big Guard through the enemy skills materia. But they are new magics. And therefore, new things to charge up. Which is exciting. And I can put them both on Cloud, because he has two... Really, all of his spots right now are not being filled by things that I need to level. Barrier and exit. I like stacking up Cloud, because, he's always in the party. He's required to be here. His attendance is mandatory. Just gotta check every little nook and cranny. Hi, lady. All Grams does is gaze at that rocket all day. I feel like in one of these houses, something that I need to deal with. Well, maybe the old man has more to say.
Just rooms there. That's how the town got its name. Shinra number 26.
So, rocket launch pad area, Shanghai Inn, and the town is called Shinra number 26.
Want to look at the rocket with you?
Yeah. I'll do it. It's pretty big. Fortunately, it's pitching a bit to one side. Makes it difficult to use.
I get so impressed every time I look at it. Sorry to get you into this. For me, it's a kind of hobby. But out of appreciation, let me give you this.
We got the Yoshiyuki.
I wish you'd take care of it and use it.
The Yoshiyuki is a weapon for Cloud. It is a sword that is improved when an ally is down. This is another weapon that gets power boosts based on the number of things that are dead around you. Can't use one that tilts, that's on you. And so, it only has 2 materia slots, so it is inferior to the Rune Blade, which has 4 and double growth for materia growing, which is, again, my main MO. Right now, anyway. There will be fewer materia that I need to worry about later, probably. And so, that's that. Hello? It's my job to make people laugh all over the world! Stand-up comic. I gotta get out of here. Let's see. Do I know any good jokes? I'm not gonna wait here long enough for you to figure that out. Hey there. A power source. I knew there was something in the kitchen. I don't know that I've talked about the source items. Those permanently boost your stats. So, like, the power source boosts your character's strength, and the magic source boosts your character's magic, etc. I forget their names. Guard source, that's another one. Well, this place looks fancy. Is that a gun? I mean, that looks like a gun. Can I steal it? No? Is this a car? This is a car. Ooh, hello. A drill arm. It's like something on the couch there. But I can't reach it. The drill arm is a weapon for Barrett. And I believe his other double AP weapon. They really give you a lot of those at this point in the game, so that you have access to, you know, do a lot of damage, while also building up a bunch of materia. Alright. I have what I'm supposed to. Let's go over by the rocket. It is a shame to see such industry left, you know, essentially forlorn. I mean, the rust. It's like camouflaged. I mean, we forget, but, you know, there was a war. Shinra fought between themselves and Wutai. So perhaps this wasn't just for space technology. Everyone in this town was a mechanic back when they were planning to launch the rocket. The rusted-out rocket is all that remains of Shinra's space program. Swear you are over there. The pathing on the NPCs is interesting. I talked to the stand-up comic. I'll just, you know, I'll spend a night. Maybe things will be better in the morning. Something's up here, but I'm not entirely sure what yet. Well, aside from the rocket, it's still up. I mean, it's leaning a little, but it's still up. Just needs a little more excitement around here, that's all. I wonder what they're wondering is real or fake. You love a mystery. I do too. It would help a small bit if the screen I was using were a little larger, but it's fine. There may be someone that I neglected to speak to. because I am in the place where I'm supposed to be. And I know who I'm supposed to talk to. I just don't know where they are. Maybe they just want me to leave. Maybe they think their town's boring, so I should too. Alright, funny man. You came up with a joke? Nope, he just has 2 text samples that he cycles between. Excellent. Well, let me go back to that house with the garage. I mean, this place seems important. No? Oh! This back door. There's a Shinra logo on it. Tiny Bronco. This is cool. Want me to keep watch? May I help you? Oh, that's a lathe. Sorry. May I help you? No, we're just looking at it. If you'd like to use it, please ask the captain. The captain should be in the rocket. I'm Shira, and what are your names? I'm Cloud. Vincent, I am... Never mind. Tifa, nice to meet you. So you're not with Shinra? I thought you were bringing approval for the space program. President Rufus is scheduled to come here. Captain's been so restless all morning. Rufus? Yes! The naked mole rat from Kim Possible. That's who's coming to visit. Everyone get excited. Put your hands together. Ron will not be there. Well, let's see what the deal is with this illustrious, mysterious Mr. Captain. I just went up to the rocket early, that's all. I just wanted to have a look for myself. If you want to page me, it's okay. Hey, Garcia, how you doing? Now the rocket's open. Oh, look! Hello. There. What are you guys doing here? We heard the captain was here. Captain? I'm the captain. This is Sid. A Final Fantasy tradition to have a Sid, and this one happens to be a party member. Name's Sid. Everyone calls me Captain, though. What do you want? Tell me about the rocket. Wow, not bad for a kid. Alright then, I'll explain it to you. You know, Shinra developed a lot of technological gadgets during the meaningless war, right? Now it's a Mako company, but in the old days it was a weapons manufacturer. So is he 50? I think he's like gray in the overworld, but blonde in Sprite. He's got some, you know, salt and pepper going on. Well, they came up with a rocket engine. There's so much excitement about the thought of going into outer space, our dreams got bigger and bigger. They put a major budget into it and made the prototype after prototype. Finally, they completed Shinra number 26. Chose the best pilot in Shinra. No, in the world. Me! I mean, come on. 49. Finally, we get to the day of the launch. Everything was going well. But because of that dumb
But, Shira, the launch got messed up. That's why they became so anal. So Shinra nixed the outer space exploration plans. After they told me how the future was space exploration, I got my darn hopes up. Darn them!
Sid's a little sweary. Even more so than Barrett. So you're going to get a lot of fun with TG Sid.
And it was all over once they found out Mako Energy was profitable. They didn't even so much as look at space exploration.
Interesting. And hello, Lynx. Welcome on in. Lynx Gaming. All right. Welcome on in. Doing.
Money, moolah, De Niro. My dream was just a financial number for him. Look at this rusted rocket. I was supposed to be the first man in space with this.
Yep. That's Sid, Mafakata. Ding.
Every day it tilts a little bit more.
He's having trouble keeping it up.
This rate, I don't know which will be first, this thing falling over or me getting out of here. My last hope is to talk with the president.
Okay, now I have to leave and talk to him again. Yeah, totally. I absolutely get it. A good mononym will do you well. Is Rufus coming? How about our blonde friend from before?
Yeah! Must be news about restarting the space program. A young president, that's what we needed. He still has dreams, too. What do you want?
Yo, can we borrow your plane? Just asking.
You out of your frickin' mind? That's my most cherished possession. I can't let you take it.
But can we borrow it?
You out of your gosh darn mind? That's my most cherished possession. I can't let you take it.
Okay, I'll leave. Bye. Nice to see you. He was my third main party member when I played Final Fantasy VII the first time. Cloud, Tifa, and Sid. What can I say? There was something about him that, you know, even at a young age I found captivating. It's probably the proliferation of profanity. Excuse me, Cloud? Did the captain say anything? Oh, Shira. He blamed you hardcore. Nope. Oh?
Shira! What are you, blind? We got guests! Get some tea! Cripes!
I'm sorry. Really, don't mind us.
Shut up! Sit down in those chairs and drink your gosh darn tea! Ugh! Drat, I'm ticked! Shira, I'll be in the backyard tuning up my tiny Bronco. Make sure and serve them some tea, alright?
Hey, Rampage. Sorry, it's our fault. No, he's always like that. Girl, leave him. If he's this verbally abusive, get out of here. Is it always like this? Why is Sid so hard on you? No, It's because of my stupid mistake. It's the one who destroyed his dream. What happened?
Hey! Get your rear in gear! You work like a snail. Even the moon would get tired of waiting around for you. You're behind.
I'm sorry.
Don't take so much time checking that frickin' oxygen tank. Sure, being careful is good, but no matter how many times you check that oxygen tank, it won't matter. That thing wouldn't break even if heck froze over.
I know I can say hell, but like, I'm having a lot of fun with this. But...
No buts! You're not stupid, so be more efficient.
Sorry. Captain, our dreams are finally coming true! We're so proud to be a part of the launch of Shinra number 26. Captain, preparations are complete. All that's left is lift her off.
Yeah, leave it all to me. I'll be back in a few.
Alright, Captain! Fly our dreams into outer space!
Thanks, guys.
We're praying for your safety.
Instrument panel all clear. Shinra number 26 ready for launch.
Engine pressure rising. Shinra number 26, 3 minutes to launch. Beginning countdown.
Finally. What happened?
Sid, we have an emergency situation. Our mechanic is still in the engine section of the rocket.
What? Who is the little... turd?
I don't know. Activating the intercom in the engine section.
Hey, gosh darn it! Who the frick is still in there?
It's Shira, Captain. Don't mind me. Go ahead with the launch. Shira!
Shira, what are you still doing in there?
I was still concerned. The results of the oxygen tank test weren't satisfactory.
You stupid little piece. It's gonna get so hot in there that there ain't gonna be bleep left when we blast off. We're gonna be burnt to a crisp. You're gonna die. You know that, don't you?
I don't mind. If I can just fix this, the launch will be a success. I'm almost done.
Almost done? You're gonna die.
Sid, we must start the countdown. We won't make it if we don't. Starting engine.
Hey, wait a minute! Shira's still in here!
What are you going to do, Sid? If we cancel now, it'll be another 6 months until the next launch.
God darn it! Shira, you wanna make me a murderer?
Captain,
Shira?
tank number 7 check is complete. Once I complete tank number 8, it's all clear.
Come on, Shira. Hurry up. You're gonna die.
30 seconds until ignition. Beginning countdown. Sid, forget about her. We won't make it in time.
What am I supposed to do?
15 seconds until ignition. Internal temperature rising.
Oh man, the moon, outer space, my dreams.
Ignite engine.
Shit.
He was gonna say Shira. Push the emergency engine shutdown switch aborting the mission to save my life. After that, the space program was cut back, and the launch was cancelled. It's my fault his dream was destroyed. That's why it's all right. I don't care what the captain says. I'll live my life for him.
Shira! You still haven't served him tea!
I'm sorry.
Hurry up and sit down. Or ain't my hospitality good enough for you? They're late. Where is Rufus?
Hey, hey! Long time no see. So, Sid, how you been? It's Palmer.
Well, if it ain't the fat man Palmer, how long were you figuring on keeping me waiting? So, when's the space program gonna start up again?
Hey, I don't know. The president's outside, so why don't you ask him?
Ugh, crud! Good for nothing, fat booty!
Don't say that. Hey, tea! Can I have some too? With lots of sugar and honey and, oh yeah, don't forget the lard. I guess Palmer doesn't care that, wanted criminals are also here. Hey, have we met before? Hey, is that tea ready yet? Plenty of sugar and honey and, oh yeah, don't forget the lard. Shira's character is a weird one, to me.
What the? You got me all excited for nothing. And what'd you come here for?
I want to borrow the tiny Bronco. It's, lard's like an animal fat, right? So he's saying, put fat directly in my coffee. He's doing keto, We're going after Sephiroth. Seems like all we've been going in the wrong direction. But now, we think we know where he's headed, but we have to cross the ocean. That's why we want your plane.
Christmas crackers! First the airship, then the rocket, and now the tiny Bronco? Shinra took outer space away from me, and now you want to take the sky away from me too?
Oh my. You seem to forget that it was because of Shinra Incorporated that you were able to fly in the first place.
What?
Excuse me. This way. You wanted to use the tiny Bronco, right? I believe Palmer's going to take it. Why don't you talk to him? Oh, it's gonna be wonderful, Togepi. And I think they'll rewrite Shiro a little. Almost certainly. Almost certainly, Rampage. Why do I have to do this? I'm headed to the space program. We'll be taking the tiny Bronco. I've seen you somewhere before. I know! The Shinra building, when the president was killed. Oh! Security! And now, we fight Palmer. Palmer's a pushover. His attacks are much weaker than the bosses that we've been fighting up to this point. He's not scary. I'm gonna have Vincent turn into a Death Gigas, which is essentially a Frankenstein. And he's gonna Gigadunk. Boom! Again, please. Oh, Vincent! Can't let him get to you. Come on. Slam dunk! Palmer actually only has 6,000 HP. And again, his attacks are magical and fairly weak. He's also weak to stop paralysis and poison. And all elemental attacks, save for gravity, will impact him. Oh, he almost got his head chopped off. Oh, Vincent. Yeah. Yeah, because, again, he gets certain staff buffs when he uses his limit break. I forgot! I forgot that the fight ends with him getting hit by a semi-truck out of nowhere. I shouldn't laugh. Oh my gosh. We stole Palmer's coat off his corpse. I can't stop it. Forget it. Get in. Come on, Vinny. Use those jumps. Well, what luck that Cloud figured out how to fly a plane so fast. Ish. Look at Sid! Boy, he better have some speed stat on him.
Well, Fooey! Our tail's been hit!
Emergency landing.
This is gonna be a big splash! Hold on to your drawers and don't pickle it! Won't fly anymore.
Can't we use it as a boat? That's thinking with portals.
Well, darn! Do whatever you want.
Sid, what will you do now?
I don't know. I'm history with Shinra. I've given up on that town.
How about your... That's his wife? Oh, they should not have gotten married.
Wife, don't make me laugh.
Oh, good.
Just think about marrying her gives me the chills. What are you guys gonna do?
We're going after a man named Sephiroth. We'll have to get Rufus of Shinra someday, too.
I don't know about any of that, but... What the heck? Sign me up!
How about it, everyone? Of course, no problem.
Glad to be aboard, numbskulls.
Numbskulls?
Yeah. Anyone stupid enough to go against Shinra nowadays has gotta be a numbskull. I like it. So, where are we headed? Rufus was going after Sephiroth to the Temple of the Ancients.
Really? Where is it? That Temple of the Ancients?
Dunno. That numbskull kid was telling me he was heading the wrong direction, so maybe it's off this way.
Let's just head for land and get some information. Temple of the Ancients. That name bothers me. Daddy Bronco can cross shallow waters and rivers. Players can get on and off it on the beach. So we right now are off the coast of this continent to our left. But that's not where I want to go first. Are we thinking? Yeah, I don't know where everyone is right now. I believe technically, I have clearance to just mill about at this point. Yeah, I can get back where I want to go this way. This puts us back on the continent where Cosmo Canyon and Gongaga are. I'm gonna run and grab the buggy, because it's not far from here, actually. But yeah, so you got to see Vincent's level 2 limit break, which was much, much fun. And now I'll get him set up with level 3. And actually, I think it's about time I switch out Tifa. Because I want Aerith in for the remainder of the episode. Let me go ahead and get that happening. Because everyone's here. You know. Even though we just, like, you know, crash landed in the ocean, everyone's with us again. Hello? Hello? Wait, I need to de-equip Tifa's materia first. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, 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 oop. Hello? Aerith! Baby! Come along! Sid gets the average party level +3 buff as well, so he's looking alright. He's presently our 4th highest level after Tifa and Vincent, who are in the grinding squad. Sid is a good offensive character, good power, and there is a reason to use him that will come up later that makes him particularly valuable for certain things in the late game. But for right now, I want Aerith. No, I have her Wiser Staff, which is her 4-slot double, which is technically better than her Fairy Tale for materia growth. Off to bed for today. No worries, Rampage. Thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Let me, let's quick arrange. I mean, I can find the ones that I need to be working on. I'll go ahead and give her that. And I know Tifa had a restore that was on the lower level. Let me grab the other summons that I was working on. Ramu? Ooh, Ramu's almost done. Nice. Tiff had an HP plus and an MP plus. And then the others should be just whatever I want. Yeah, because I've got a Mastered Manipulate, I've got enemy skills. I could work on an all. This non-mastered fire is good. This non-mastered ice is good. Yeah, that'll be fine. There we go. And with the... Okay. I shouldn't give Aerith HP plus. Because, and again, it's best if she can take a lot of damage for what I am doing. So I'm going to give her the Elemental. And I'll give Vinny the HP plus. Alright, and you've got a restore, right? Yes. Yes, you do. Now that don't look bad. That don't look bad at all. Yeah, my buggy should be just back by Nibelheim. Oh, wait. Well, I will have to do this with the plan. She has so little art that TV Tropes had to use concept sketch of her for her section. Doesn't surprise me. I feel... So... I know that, like, you pretty much never have to come back to Rocket Town after that part of the game. Okay. The Desert Sahagin have this thing where they can make all physical attacks do just 1 damage, so I'm gonna use Odin. Haven't gotten a chance to see Odin yet. The way Odin works is when Odin is summoned, he instantly kills all the enemies on the field so long as they're susceptible to instant death. He costs a lot, but he gets rid of stuff. So Odin riding on his 6-legged horse with his steel blade goes whoop and whoop. Yeah, so you don't have to go back to Rocket Town. Like, at all. And so it really doesn't surprise me that she hasn't been feeling the love. Because that's her plot critical, nature has been, at this point, exhausted. We're done thinking about her. Alright, great. Now I can go get my car. Because it's still here. Right where I left it. We need that, because we're going to head back to Gongaga. I'm not actually going to go to Gongaga, but we're going to go to the area of Gongaga. I just like saying Gongaga. This is also a nice opportunity to see some of the overworld enemies that we haven't had a chance to. I remember using a plane as a boat, right? Normally in Final Fantasies, you get like an actual boat. But no, in this one, just a little plane. That's all the boat you need. We've got our buggy bugging along. There's a particular enemy that I'm hoping we see while we're out and about, especially here in Cosmo Canyon, because... Ah, there they are! You see the little penguin fellows by the giant griffin? They're called Ski-Skis. They're really cute. I love them. Dragon as your plane. They actually already did that. They did that in Final Fantasy V. I guess they were wind drakes, technically, not dragons, but they were dragons. There were a lot of different vehicles that they gave you in 5. Chocobos, wind drakes. What's the thing? There was a fire ship. There was an airship, of course. There's always an airship. But it had a lot of options. Wow. Nary an encounter in that entire section. So over here, somewhere. I was expecting to get at least one forced encounter. The buggy does not prevent encounters, as you can tell. It moves a little faster, and it helps you traverse stuff, but... somewhere over here. Ah, over here. There it is. Let's get out the car. Huh? Oh, another customer. You sure picked an out-of-the-way place, but if the keystone is what you're looking for, you're too late. Don't have it. I wasn't looking for the keystone. But what's your deal, sir? Keystone? What? You didn't come here for that? Keystone is the key that unlocks the gate to a very old temple somewhere. You're not going to believe your ears. I heard it was a Temple of the Ancients. Temple of the Ancients? Don't take it seriously, it's just a legend. Huh? What? Where's the keystone? I sold it already. Yeah, well, to tell the truth, I didn't really want to sell it, but the guy had a way about him that made you feel like it may not be a good idea not to sell it to him. Who did you sell it to? The manager of the Gold Saucer. I think his name was DL. He said he was going to put it in his museum. Then he took out of here. Well, well, well. Little piece of information. Where's the temple? Come on, it's only a legend. But if it were true, that would sure be something, huh? Now that you mention it, heard of something called ultimate destruction magic. It's supposed to be hidden somewhere in the Temple of the Ancients. Ultimate destruction magic? Come on, I said don't take it seriously. Let's change the subject. All the weapons you see here I made myself. Lately I haven't been able to get materials. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any mithril on you, would you? I'll trade you something good if you can spare some. Yeah! Alright, thanks. You could help yourself to either a big or small box. So, as luck would have it, good things come in small packages. If a muscular Speedo-wearing dude walked up to you and asked you to buy something off you, wouldn't you sell it to him? It's a great question. I'll have to think about that a lot for a long time. Receive the Great Gospel. The Great Gospel is Aerith's final limit break. She is now the second to get hers. There it is. And so, Aerith's final limit break fully restores all allies and makes them invincible one time. This is comparable to her level 3 limit breaks put together, where Planet Protector makes all allies invincible one time, for an amount of time, and Pulse of Life, which fully restores all allies. Great Gospel is a combination of these two. And so it is a full heal and I would say about 3 turns of invincibility. That's what I have timed it out to be. With haste, it might be more. It ought to be more with haste. And so it is darn good. Darn good. So that's the first little something that I wanted to do. Hey, move. For the next thing, we need to go north. 55 hours. Shh! Don't tell people the secrets. It's not like I've been grinding a bunch. You don't know! We're not going right to the Gold Saucer, even though we have a little bit of exposition leading us in that direction. There's something else that we can pick up now. This is actually something that we technically aren't supposed to do maybe right now. But you can do, or at least the guide I'm reading tells you can. And so I have it in my notes, and I intend to do it because I like getting things early, because it's more to work with in grinding. In case you haven't gathered by now, I like leveling in this game. I'm really worried. I don't know why. Truly, let me talk about this for a second. Final Fantasy VII is one of the more fun Final Fantasy games to grind in because of the materia system. Because there is constantly things where you're like, Can I be leveling this? Can I be leveling this? It's not just character leveling. It itches the same thing in my brain that Final Fantasy V does, where Final Fantasy V had all the different jobs that you could be leveling and getting different abilities for your different characters and figuring out how best to optimize. It's an optimization problem. When I first played the game, I did not understand the materia system as fully as I do now. And as a result, I did not have as much fun with Final Fantasy VII. And I still enjoyed Final Fantasy VII a good deal. But the fact of the matter is, now that I know what it's all about, oh, I love it. It has not felt like I've been putting myself out, getting to level 63, which is, by the way, the level that I finished the game at in my first playthrough. Getting to level 63 on what is still Disc 1. It has felt easy, and it has felt fun. Am I insane? Yes. Very much so. Do I hope to change? Heck no. Quick save. Alright. Yeah, we should be able... I hope. You know, that's closed off. I'm glad when we're in the Tiny Bronco I don't have to deal with, like, water enemies. It's nice that I can just kind of cruise around. Like, there should be space for me to get around the entirety of the continent. Through the shallow waters. Even if I can't cross the ocean. So there is a place that I need to go. And it is a place that you can access now, but typically people don't. Swap north. But they put a beach here. You know, you can't land, like, not up beaches. They put a beach here. So I'm allowed to be here. This is the icicle area. And this, the sleeping forest. This song. This song is Parochial Town. Ambushed by a giant squidolin. Who's the explosion? I mean, I'm at endgame levels. I'd be fine. It won't get me.
Want to buy something?
Boy, do I! So again, you're not supposed to have these till later. The rune armlets are double AP growth armors. And the diamond bangles are just, you know, better than the gold armlets. So I'm just gonna pick up, like, 8 and another 8, because I've got the money. Great. Welcome to Bone Village, a town for nature lovers. What do you want?
Are you seeing Sephiroth?
Oh, the man in the black cape? Who's looking for the Temple of the Ancients?
The Temple of the Ancients?
It's way down south. It's on the other side of this town in the Inland Sea. It's a pyramid rising out of the forest.
How do you get in?
You need a keystone.
What's a keystone?
Just like it sounds. A rock that's a key. I heard some rich guy has it. Yeah, let me talk to you first. No? I guess not? Okay, fine. I'll leave you be. Excavating is a slow process. Treasure we excavate are stored in the box near the tent. Remember that. Are You can awaken the sleeping forest if you have the lunar heart. Once awake, they say the forest will open a road for you. We use the newest system to find buried treasure. We use bombs to make earthquakes and then check the sound waves given off by the tremors. Now, does that really seem efficient? The forest just beyond here is called the Sleeping Forest. Oh! Well, my heavens! Great raid quote. Hello! Welcome everyone who's coming along with the raid from CJ. CJ, hi! How are you doing? How is The Sims 2? Did it work tonight? I hope you were able to fix it. I know you were having trouble with it yesterday. And welcome everyone else. Hi, I'm Axamin. I'm playing Final Fantasy VII. I've been playing it a lot lately. I might just have to listen to the raid quote. I mean, Jenny said it, so I mean, it's like, it's law. Talia, welcome on in. Hello, hello. I'm in Bone Village. You got it fixed and it was good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. That is terrific. And I'm always happy to hear that you had a wonderful time. For those who don't know, CJ is a Sims aficionado, primarily of Sims 3 fame, but does play the other ones as well. He's an amazing fellow and has partnered with me on many projects before, as you might know. But if you haven't already checked him out, you absolutely should, because he's wonderful. And I'm Axamin. I'm the guy over here. Get food and switch over to your phone. By all means, please go ahead. Yeah, I'm in the Bone Village. That's not an innuendo, that's just what it's called. Right now, the forest is asleep. Anyone who wanders in while it's asleep gets confused. You can go in, but you may never come out. I'll go. So the sleeping forest, being that it's asleep, has no encounters. It is mysterious. But there should be something that I can get here now. Aha! Did you see that? A little something glimmering. Something moving in the trees. That's what I want. Ah! The Kujata materia. You cannot continue past this point because the forest is asleep and people get confused. But you can pick up the Kujata materia if you come here early. To whom shall I give it? Earth. She's currently full of the summons. And the summons are good things to give her because they tend to lower max HP. And again, to get her limit breaks as quickly as possible, it's handy to have her max HP be low. Kujata. Yeah, see, minus 5% to max HP. Excellent. Thankfully, as soon as you head south, you can get right back out. There's no maze to it. You just cannot progress. It's kind of like the stairwell in Super Mario 64, where there's just, you know, you can go up and up and up and up. And you'll never get to your destination. But as soon as you try to go down, you can go right back to where you were. That's all we can do for now at Bone Village. Which, again, I love the music there, Parochial Town. And I love the design of Bone Village, where it's got, like, the fossils and the, like, the airplane that's, like, in the fossils. Like, it's It's one of my favorite places in Final Fantasy VII. Now, I'm just gonna look around a little. For no reason. Oh, will you look at that? So, this fella here... Yeah. Vlacarados. He has... 33,000 HP. He doesn't actually do that much damage, but he has a lot of health. And he has an important drop. So like you can see, a normal enemy, they'd already be gone by now. And he can do a little bit of damage with, you know, the bolt ball and stuff, but like, it's not anything that's too worrisome. So it's more just about getting through the health that he's got. I'll put Cloud in the front rail. Make this a little faster. There is a reason you would want to face the Blockerados. The Blockerados is a source for both stealing and dropping an item that is useful for side quests later. If it drops one, I'm hoping it will. I'll talk about that. You just gotta keep notching hits. Yeah, Vinny's got cover right now, so I will not be able to build up Aerith's limit break like that. I'll need to do a little more switching. Oh, and I should put Vincent's limit break to level 3, so we can see that one as well. There we go. Thankfully, if you come here as prepared as I am, it doesn't take too terribly long. It is not worth it to grind here. You didn't drop it. So you can drop carob nuts. And those can be used when doing animal husbandry later in the game. If you'll recall, we saw those in the Moogle minigame in the Gold Saucer. They encourage certain behaviors from the flora and fauna of Final Fantasy VII. Remove the cover. HP plus, yes. Counterattack, yes. Give you, yeah, that to work on. And you can take cover. Oh, that's almost mastered. I mean, I can master it. I'll do that first. This is what happens. I'm like, oh, but that thing is so close, I can do it. Won't take long. No, I can do it on my own later. Let's not be silly. Put cover on. No, I need the one that is mastered. Thank you. And I'll get both Vincent and Aerith in Fury, so that way they will build up. I did not switch his limit. Ah! Want to see the Hellmasker. There we go. Now that we've got that done, off to the next side quest. We know where the game wants us to go at this point, right? We know that it's saying, hey, maybe go back to Gold Saucer, see like what the deal is. And that's great. Like, that's lovely. However, that's not what I'm doing next. Because that is not, it's not the Axamin way. Silly anyone who would assume that I would go straight to the next plot beat when there is side quests available. And this one in particular, a fun one. What the deal is, We know what the deal is. But we need to know what else is out there. I mean, we're right by that western continent. We've not been there yet. Who knows what's there? I don't know what's there. I couldn't tell you. Except that I do. And I've planned for it. Is this? Yep, this is the place. Okay, I get off. Quick save. Because there are two things that I need before something happens. Because we've got some new enemy skills that we can get. So we're going to need to give Cloud Manipulate. Go ahead and take off this lightning. Give him the mastered one, and then I'll give Vincent the other enemy skill. Because again, having them both on one just makes it more efficient. So the first thing that I can find is at the beach. I'm looking for an enemy in particular. This is it. This is the Adamantine Eye. But if you would please manipulate it. Well done! That's the advantage of having a mastered manipulate. The Adamantine Eye is a clearly very defensive enemy, and it can teach Death Force. Death Force, unlike the way that it sounds, is not actually a spell that kills you, it is a spell that gives you immunity to instant death. Oh, there's another thing. So, the Adamantine Eye also has an item that you can steal called the Adamant Bangle, and it shouldn't be a terribly difficult steal either. And they are very good defensive armors for this point in the game. Let me go ahead and take care of that because I've got the steel materia. Alright, I do not need Manipulate anymore. I do not need one of these enemy skills, and I can swap them for Steel Materia. I'll give Vincent the one with Mug. That way we can do a little damage while we're working on this. I love doing this, by the way, just the process of like taking the notes in advance and figuring out where, you know, the stuff that I'm going to need is, and then getting to actually play through it and figure out like the environmental puzzles, and I enjoy this tremendously, and I hope that comes across. There we go. Another one. Aerith, go ahead and attack it. What? Why are you angry? Why are you mad at Aerith? Why you gotta spit that snowball? Looks like that might be an automatic counter. There we go. Yeah, second try. It is not a hard steal. The rate at which you can steal items is determined by a number associated with each item on a given enemy. There actually aren't a ton of enemies with stealable items in this game. Looking through, many of them just don't carry anything. And so it is, it's more typical for something to for an enemy to not have something to steal. And so while it could be worth trying on each enemy, especially if you're playing blind, while it can be worth trying to steal on each enemy, it is not necessarily the case that you will always be rewarded for those attempts. But Oftentimes, when an enemy has something to steal, it is worth it. Lots of equipment upgrades that you can get early this way. Wonderful. Huh. Interesting. So, Vincent's Mug attack does seem to be like him going up and, like, grabbing rather than him attacking with his gun, but also having it be a steal. I wonder if that means the damage output is different. Because it would stand to reason that the Mug ability might not be a long-range tech, even though it's essentially a steal and an attack from a given character. Alright. Well, my. Hello. Captain, thank you so very much. A raid quote for you. Hey, not pro yet. How you doing? How you been? That's where I know Captain Drag's name. He visited your stream yesterday as well. Not pro yet. You do have something to do with this. Captain, thank you so much. What were you up to? Hope you're having an excellent evening. Welcome to Final Fantasy VII. You may have had something to do with this. Well, I appreciate it. Played some Skyrim tonight. Okay, RPG to RPG. Very nice. We're just doing a little exploring. We are currently in Wutai. We're looking for some weed. Razor weeds, that is. Oh shoot, I need to put the other enemy skills back on Vinny. He did, but he can take credit. Well, I appreciate it very much. You actually started playing Stray today. I've seen some people playing that. It looks adorable. What do you think of it, not pro yet? I mean, the idea of playing as a cat, and, like, seemingly in a very well-built game. Like, that's just tremendous. Like, it just seems so cute. Let me put the other enemy skill materia back on so we can get what I need from the weed. I like it when you recommend playing it. I love to hear that. And so, Captain Drag, what were you up to in Skyrim? I don't know as much as I should about the Elder Scrolls series. I know that I would like to play them at some point in my life when I have more time. Given that I'm going to law school, best of luck to me on that. But I know a little. Ah, there's the weed. Yeah, these are razor weeds. Yeah, so I just need to wait for these razor weeds to use a particular attack on Vincent. So doing the Dragonborn DLC. Okay. Now I know that there was a very recent DLC, but I'm guessing the Dragonborn DLC was not the most recent one. Yo, weed! Okay, maybe if I attack him. I mean, no. Well, I'll do this because it's a relatively weak magic attack to say, hey, I'm Vincent, I have magic, hit me with the thing. Please. Please. Come on, you can do it. All they want to do is just attack with their physical attacks. That's not what I want them to do. If they neglect to do it this time, I can always see if it's on their manipulate menu. But I know this is one that you don't have to manipulate to get. I think they did more DLC, but they released cut content for the Anniversary Edition. That's what it was. Thank you. I knew it was something around the Anniversary Edition. I knew it was more stuff that hadn't previously been out. I didn't know what the full story was. So thank you for filling me in. Yeah, the Elder Scrolls series is one of those where I always feel like, you know, because this is what I do with RPG series, I feel like, oh, I should start from the beginning. But then I also know that, like, the first two Elder Scrolls games are dated. And so maybe I shouldn't. And I also know that, you know, Oblivion and Morrowind are long games. And so to get to Skyrim, which is the one that, you know, everyone to this day still talks about, and that a lot of people are still playing, I would have to go through a lot to get there. And it's just a question of whether or not I've learned my lesson from the Persona series. Because playing through Persona 1 is not fun. Don't know what Stray looks like on PS4, but no, I have a PS4, so maybe I can find out. Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna try and manipulate these because it's not happening. I'll find another set of weed. I'll manipulate one of them. Try and get them to use the attack that I need them to use on Vinny. Because they have the other enemy skeleton that can pick up today. This, I mean, it's taken too long. It's taken far too long. Yeah, I know it's not a series that has, like, the storyline continues through the games. But I just... When I played the Final Fantasy series, I started with Final Fantasy 1, and I played straight through the numbered Final Fantasies to, at the time, 14 was out. And then later, I played 15 when it came out. So I'm just... I have a problem. That's what the truth is. I have a problem. I'm admitting that. And I hope to get help. But not today. Because today, I need to manipulate some weed. NPCs talk about past events to catch you up. That's nice. Okay, so they are within an established canon. They're not like the Final Fantasy games where they're literally all independent of one another. Save for little hints and references. But not like you need to know what happened in the previous game to get any of the story points. No. Y'all ain't what I want. The tail vaults, the edge hands. Mm-mm. Okay. That means my Ramun materia is mastered. Oh my gosh, you know what I should have done? Silly me. I should have equipped on everyone the rune armlets. Because these are double materia growth. Won't start the land before time. XLV. What is that, 45? He'll start at 1 and work his way up. Both are free with Game Pass. Oh. I don't have an Xbox, no. I don't have any of the Xboxes. I have PS1 through 4, and I have N64 and up on Nintendo. Right, something else. I'll do a quick arrange, so that way it's all in the right order. Put the Earth on. It is 45. Okay. Can't play Elder Scrolls 1 and 2 on console. I got Steam. I got a nice enough... Well, I mean, it's Elder Scrolls 1 and 2. I think any computer these days could run it. One hopes. Maybe not a Chromebook. But then again, who wants a Chromebook? I have real laptops. Which isn't to say that a Chromebook isn't good for what it's good for. Just get the Xbox out. Oh, yeah! I always forget, because I've got, you know, Microsoft machines that, like, they come with that built in. I mean, they can run Google Docs. Not Pro yet. Google Docs is one of my favorite games when I was in school. You know, you'd work on a paper, and then the people from your team would ruin that paper, and you'd have to work on the paper again. Thank you, CJ, and thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it very much. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I hope your food was delicious. Yo, where are the weed? Seriously, it's not uncommon to find the razor weeds. This game just is bent on making a fool of me. That is true. I'm not an emulator person. Refuses makes it sound stronger than maybe it is, but it's true. I'm vehemently opposed to them in all their forms, for me personally. You want to use one? Go ahead. I don't care. Alright, great. I manipulated some weed. And it was. I'm glad to hear it. They know how to use Magic Hammer. So we'll have this razor we'd use on Vincent. Sucks away 100 MP. Yes, correct. Which is a distinction. It's a good way of siphoning MP from opposing enemies, because it will always take 100. It's not percentage based. And so if you're running a magic build, having that character have an enemy skill materia with Magic Hammer is really handy. And I would too, Togepi. Well, I don't think Pokemon Green would cost terribly much, if I'm being honest. Magic Hammer, Magic Hammer. Yay! Okay, now what to put back on you? This one. I'm planning all this materia stuff. There's a reason why it won't matter so much in a moment. It's fine. True. Though I'm good on Leaf Green for a little while, I gotta say. I may have happened to play a lot of it at some point. Oh, well, no. Okay. This way, then. Odd. We were just on the world map.
Wait!
What happened all of a sudden? Did something happen?
I know this area pretty well. It gets pretty tough past here. Better get ready.
Further down? I don't see any signs of danger. There's something unnatural in the way Yuffie's acting.
And that's coming from Vincent.
No, it's really tough. There they are. Catch him.
Shinra!
Hey, that's not them. These are the other guys from before.
So what does this mean? You will explain later.
I didn't know. I had nothing to do with this one.
What do you mean this one? You had something else in mind?
No,
What should we do?
Oh, get him! Grab him, ask questions later! These are Attack Squad A and B. They're rather strong for this point in the game, leveling normally. But again, if you're me, Nothing is scary. Because I'm very good. The reason why they're tough is they inflict status moves, you see? And so, they can prevent you from doing damage with your core characters and, you know, pelt you with things while you're asleep, but the amount of damage that they do is not great, and they're pretty typically going to use physical attacks and wake you up. I thought something was wrong. So that's it. My materia's been stolen.
Hey, where's Yuffie?
Inexcusable. Seems as though all that she was after was our materia. We can't just let her get away. She ran to the north.
I have met Sid.
We must go after her and retrieve our materia back.
That is the most talking Vincent has done in a while. So this is why I brought Vincent and Aerith. Because they are each particularly useful even in absence of their materia because of their limit breaks. Vincent gets magical attacks off his limit breaks, and Aerith gets healing and protection. And so you'll notice that most of our materia is gone. Yuffie steals up to 48 materia, and she will prioritize materia that is high leveled. And so you'll notice we still have some things. We have our poison, transform, a lot of our lower level spells, a lot of our more basic spells, and some of our basic commands, but all of our summons are gone, and a lot of our, like, boosting materia are gone. And so she's only able to steal up to 48 materia, and she will prioritize summons, mastered materia of, important spells. Essentially, she'll take the materia that are most valuable first, and leave you with the dregs. And so, as a result, this is not a bad opportunity for me to just sort of fill up with anything that I have that isn't mastered, and give them a little time cooking. You know, I can give everyone a restore, just because that's easy. Because I've got a lot of slots open now. And so might as well use this time. Because we've got some adventuring to do to get our materia back. Unfortunately, our enemy skill materia is one of the things that got snagged. So I do not have access to those for right now. Alright, and with all the materia that I can level placed, I'll go ahead and place some mastered stuff on. You get a restore. Give Vinny revive. Poison, transform, mystify, and heal. There we go. So we have a bunch of rather strict mages at this point. But again, if you've come with enough materia, even though she steals your good stuff, you still have your bad stuff. Or just some of the stuff that she doesn't prioritize. Thankfully, restore is low on her list, so if you have more than 48, she won't take them. A lot of the time you won't have more than 48, but because I've mastered a bunch of my summons, those are doubling the slots. Is Vincent in the back row? Yes, he is, because he has a long-range weapon and therefore doesn't take any penalty from being in the back row. So, Wutai is a bit of a natural maze. So we have to continue to explore to try and find where Aerith went. I had no idea this is a thing. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, you use the order menu item. Oh, Aerith. Bless your heart, you tried. What happens if Yuffie is in the main party when this occurs? She'll still do it, and you'll have to replace her. Great! Master to fire materia. Easy peasy. know about the back row, you just never used it. Yeah, long-range weapons like Barrett and Vincent's, and actually one of Red 13's, are really useful for that. And Yuffie's. Yuffie's are oftentimes long-range as well. I don't know if all of hers are, but a lot of them are. Go ahead and replace this with the Fresh Fire, because I've got plenty of spells otherwise. And I'm not really using my magic. I don't need to. This is an optional side quest, right? You do not have to do this now. And so oftentimes, you'll come here later in the game because you want to like move on with the plot. But if you inadvertently come here earlier, it is rather possible to do this. It's not a death sentence by any stretch. Sometimes the enemies around here are difficult, and running can be good. I think so, Togepi. Yeah. I did that the first time I played, not pro yet. But I know better now. Because again, Vincent just gets better defense by, being in the back row. There's no downside. And so, well, aside from the fact that if you want to build his limit breaks, he won't take as much damage as quickly. There is where we were going. I'm just gonna, ever so quickly, let Aerith get her next limit break. Because she's, like, right up on it. And I want to show it off. Like, hey... y'all want to attack? Thanks. Love ya. It's almost like being back at the beginning of the game, right? And this is, again, an illustration that, like, a lot of the enemies don't actually have things to steal. Nice. Okay. So now, like the beginning of the game, if I want to attack, I gotta use her magic. I can't just... use Mug or Death Blow, because those are some of the ones that got stolen. Or I can just let Vincent and Cloud do everything. That also works. Thankfully, you get to keep your accessories and your armors. So, like, this isn't... it's not that bad. And you can really, prioritize... like, you can use those Adamant Bangles to give your characters extra defense. For meowing 100 times. I love it. I actually think, yeah, especially now that I've got Aerith's limit break set up, I'm just going to go ahead and equip Vincent with the Fury Ring, which puts him in Berserk, and then I'll give Aerith the Champion Belt, so that way she's hitting for a bit more. Actually, if she's got her limit break, she won't be using her regular attack. So in that case, I want to give her a new ring. There we go. Just press circle 100. Easy. Easy money. There we go. That should do.
Hey!
Welcome to Wutai. Proper. In Wutai, there's a bit of exploring we can do. And there's some items around. Well, well, well. Long time no see. What have you been up to? Let's see, what was your name?
No, Gramps, this isn't anyone you know. This is just some stranger who barged into our house.
Yep, that's me. No, we already did this. Okay, so when you talk to either of them, that's what the text is. Stranger. I'm Cloud, soldier, first decision. Wait, that's not right. Something like that. Sorry, but we're entirely sold out now. What's this here? Ah, no, that's a sample. Yeah, it's a sample. Sorry, but why don't you all come back later? Sorry, listen, No, nothing. Never mind. They're perceptive, aren't they? Hmm. You? How did you get here? Never mind that. I guess it's fate that brought us together. Get ready to die. Yeah, the Turks are here too. Elena, you talk too much. What? What are we doing way out here in the middle of nowhere? We're taking a vacation, resting up from our work. Now, our vacation is ruined. But... even the booze tastes bad now. Sorry. Yeah, they don't care. They just want to be on vacation. They just want to relax. Hey, welcome. You on a trip? Well, just relax and make yourself at home. Nowadays, Wutai is just able to get by thanks to tourists. Just a quick little scan around. Nothing for right now. Yeah, just take a vacation. Who cares if you find the thing that you were looking for? This is the Turtle's Paradise. Turtle Paradise is now having a publicity campaign. Flyers will be posted all over the world, so make sure you look for our flyers that say Turtle's Paradise. If you've been paying attention, we've already found 4 of them. 1, 3, or no, we'll find the 4th today. 1, 3, and 5. We found 1, 3, and 5. There's 6 in all. You need to find them all. Make sure you let the owner at Turtle's Paradise know. You can win a prize. All you have to do is read them. You don't have to take them down or rip them up. Interesting. Well, we will have to keep that in mind. I know where the others are. There's one that we just can't get for a little while because I missed getting it earlier. A prize? Yes. You actually can get this on your first time here. Could lie and say we did. But that would be fibbing.
Alright, I don't know. What's that on the mountain? Right there, and your face is that chow. I hear if you climb to the top. But since it's dangerous, I'd be mighty careful if I were you. Bro, materia? No, there hasn't been anyone climbing the top for some time now. No, I've noticed there's a pounding noise from time to time in the store.
Pounding, you say?
Lord Goro is in this house. He used to be quite strong, but now all he does is sleep. Anyhow, for some reason, Ruby's had a fondness for materia ever since I can remember. She's always hung around places she thought might have it.
Or people, as chance would have it. We got a lot of different stuff here. Take what you want. Do I need anything? I mean, I don't need to buy more ethers. We can buy Fire Veils and Swift Bolts to cast Fire 3 and Bolt 3 on all enemies, but given that we still have, you know, materia, I don't think we really need these. I will pick up a Choco Feather, because it's a boost that we don't have yet. For dexterity plus 10. I'll pick up a few. 5 of each. You know, just in case I really want to do an all clear real quick. There are some items. See? MP absorb material. Well. Easy come, easy go. I wonder if that means I get something back. No, doesn't look like it. She just yoinks that one too. Which means it doesn't play into your 48.
Oh no, more weirdos! Ah, these aren't like the one from a while ago, but these ones look weird too.
More.
Oh, Grandpa, this isn't any... Okay. What are we gonna do, Gramps? Some strange-looking girl came in here a minute ago, and I...
Uh-huh. Strange-looking girl, you say? Where might she be?
Haha! Nice try.
But she has escaped. We must find her. Well, that's conspicuous. Yeah, that's right. Block the exits. You can't get away, Yuffie.
Okay, I know. I was wrong. You win. I'll give you back your materia.
And how long are we believing her? So all reports were right. He is here on vacation. We finally found him. Get the Turks here for backup. What a drag. Whoa, what was that? We're off duty now, and can't save your butts. We know you're off duty, but... if you knew, then don't bother us. Looking like you is making me sober. But you all have orders from headquarters to look for him, too. Alright, fine. Get him without any... Or, alright, fine. We'll get him without any help from the Turks. Just you see. And don't think that headquarters isn't going to hear about this. Reno, do you think that was really such a good idea? I mean, is that the way a Turk would act? Elena, don't misunderstand. Those who sacrifice for themselves for their job aren't pros. Just fools. Rude? Well, I don't buy that. Goodbye. Relax, she's not a child. Let her have her way. I do think that they taste like candy.
Oh no! The materia right. I would store it in a safe place. Follow me.
Well, but before that... maybe I do have to follow. I do. I'm always looking. There are items.
I've been hearing that ever since I was little. Before I was born, Wutai was a lot more crowded and more impressive. See what it looks like now, right? Just a tourist trap. After the war, we got peace, but we lost something else. Now look at Wutai. That's why, if I had lots of materia, I could.
Girl, you can only equip 8! Listen, Yuffie, I don't care about the history of Wutai or your feelings. I've got a materia, and I want it back. Now. If you give it back now, we'll drop the whole thing.
I know that. That switch. I heard it on the left. Materia's in there.
Uh-huh. And I'm just supposed to believe you? No.
Yeah! Never trust anyone that easily. The materia's mine! Tough! You want your materia? Then go find it yourself! Yeah, that's right. And when you're looking for the materia, remember, you gotta steal it! With 2 E's! Steal, get it? See ya!
And again, I say, Also, Turtle's Paradise number 6. Drink at the Turtle's Paradise and talk about Wutai. Run the Turtle's Paradise? Look for the big pot outside. There's a joke to be made there. You'll see how that all plays out. Ah! Look at the cats! There is a cat blocking the stairs. But it's so cute. Yeah, I'll come back later when there are less cats, but oh my gosh, look at all the cats. Darn adorable is what they are. Darn adorable. Now, I know in one of these houses, there's a place with something I have not yet seen. It's Stray. So now you're picking up. I haven't seen Lord Godo. It's not this one, this is just the shop. I'll go back to the bar. Maybe see what's going on with the Turks. It's just that we're off duty. I don't feel like drinking with you, and don't talk to me. And rude is being, you know, rude. The name comes honest. Who are you? What do you have to say? Life is just like a river. Flows from the large ocean of life and eventually returns back to it. Wutai is a historical place. Some very unusual things here you should see. Mr. Reno, Nevada. mean, is this place Yuffie's house? I mean, it's huge. How'd she get such a good place? I mean, that little thing up north is something. Again, I'm playing on my phone. Like, I don't have this up on my TV today, so it's a smaller screen than I've been playing on for the past couple of nights. No, that's not accessible. Stole it. I need to steal. Oh. I need to go to the weapon shop. Steal, get it? Sorry, but we're entirely sold out. Is this here? No, that's a sample. I won't come back later. I know someone's here. Sorry, listen, mind. Just stayed there long enough. Maybe she's behind the weapon shop. No? These puzzles always get me a little bit. I'm sorry, the sign outside says materia, but there are almost no materia left anywhere in Wutai. Listen, this is just a backwoods town. We don't have much to do with Shinra, and besides, if we had a lot of materia, Wutai would be a much more exciting town, but we don't. That lady right there is the whole reason that Yuffie's on this whole venture quest anyway. Like, I fully blame her. Maybe the guy at the bar knows something. Yo, barkeep! Got some food? Got some information? Seems like the town got really lively since you arrived. Did anything happen? Oh, that's not the most helpful. She wouldn't have gone back to that house. Maybe there's something if I hit the right lever in her basement. Why do you think Yuffie has a giant cage in her basement? Like, that to me raises questions. Nope, that does it too. Nothing else in there. Let me look a little closer at this screen. There are cats everywhere, yes. But when she... Never mind, you're just not going to answer. Seems wise. Did you hear that cat? Just trills. Is there something I'm missing? I mean, that looks like a door. I would say that there are plenty of things that look like doors, though. Alright, you. No, no, no. Hey. I'll just leave that one right where it is now, Korea. I mean, she said steel. That to me says weapon shop. She doesn't seem to be around the outside. I don't know. This is, smidgen tricky. I think I may have been... You weren't looking, she just booked it. I mean... She wants this town to be, like, fancy, right? Is there a building I just haven't gone in? Because the thing I'm reading... I'm gonna go back in here. Can I use this bed? No. This is the pagoda. There should be a place with, like, 2 separate rooms. It's not this place, because, I mean, this place... This is just cats. Large place with a door near the entrance where you can rest near the entrance of town. It's not the bar. I mean, this house is big. I don't see a door. And again, that's not anything. And that's to Da Chao. Which is not yet where I need to be. Yeah, Reno and Root are just chilling here. Maybe it's the bed in that original house. I mean, this... Oh, wait, there isn't a bed here. It's just a little cushion. It's the old man's house. It's like a hot spring sign. And a large house to the right from the entrance. Wait. Save the save point, then exit to the west. Is there another way that I can go? So, oh, there's more. Oh, there's just more to town. I'm brilliant. Nothing I can do at the pagoda. That's a pagoda. Yes. There's a room where you can rest here. Okay. All the other towns in one screen. Well, except Midgar. I'm really good at exploring. Alright, fine. Fine. It's fine. I did it. I found the place with secrets. That looks like a door. Look at that right there. Hello. A hairpin. A weapon for Red 13. So it's the organic experience, you know? And it's always good to have things that are organic. There's also a weapon around here for Yuffie somewhere, but I don't think she deserves it. Why is this place all sparkly? I mean, it's very pretty. I wonder. Is there aught else to do in here? No, it doesn't seem like it. All these little boxes, crates. I mean, this area is beautiful. Like, the way everything is designed is gorgeous. Maybe if I go in here... Well, let's move on. No? Can't go through there? Nothing secret there? I don't see any seams on that wall. Oh, look, there's a dog! Hi there. Everything okay? It's barking over to the left. Steel. S-T-E-E-L. You can ring my bell. Oh!
Let go! I said let go! Hey! What do you think Oh, what are you doing, jerk?
You. Oh, oh! It's Santa! Oh, it's Don Corneo. Oh! Corneo. Oh, hi! I finally got a new chickie! 2 for 1, in fact. 2?
Hey, let go of me. You're going to regret this.
He's back! An elixir. And a swift bolt.
There he is, it's Corneo. Don't let him get away. Attack!
Oh my gosh. Yo, you're looking for the fat blonde guy. Not me. Some of these things just can't be helped. Honestly, the fools. You want to use Quake on the back one? Okay. Or don't. I could use a higher level version of Quake. I don't have to be using the weak ones. Seems easier. And by easier, I mean, it seems like it costs less MP. Jenny, you can't be on his side! Hmm. Ah, now Reno and Rude are caring. Elena. Corneo's good at escaping. Let's go, Rude. I'll give him a taste of what the Turks can do. That sounded okay. If he has Elena, then that's gonna make things a little difficult. And, okay. Corneo took Yuffie from us. Without Yuffie, there's no way we'll get our materia back. Don't misunderstand. We still have no intention of joining you, only agreeing not to fight each other. For now. It's fine. We have no intention of cooperating with you either. Now, which correct direction did Corneo run off? Nice attitude. Here's a clue. It's the most obvious place. So, north. To the giant mountain. Yeah. Finally here. Let's split up. You do whatever it takes, but don't endanger Elena. Don't worry. We won't do anything to hurt Yuffie. For now. Well, that's encouraging. Welcome to Dachau, which has a lot of the enemies that we saw back on the overworld. But it's got some other stuff too. Let's see if Quake 2 takes him out. Looks good to me. Try left first. No? I thought Rude would know for sure. Boy, I miss my all materia very much. Oh no, they're flying. Oh my gosh. What timing on the flight. Wow, it still hits them while they're flying. Well, color me impressed. Well, I'll take the heck out of that. Enemies around here are good EXP. This is not a bad place to be if you wanted to grind. Well, yeah, no, I could go. I could go that way. Dragoon lance. That's a weapon for sale. Yeah, this doesn't look like it. Let's try it this way. Oh. Well, that was it.
Let me go!
Are they on the eyes? Delicious, scrumptious. I think I've just found a new hobby. Which shall it be? Should I take her? Hey, I'm a Turk. You can't get away with this. Or maybe her.
Oh, God! I knew this was gonna happen. I would have taken those rope lessons more seriously.
I've made my choice. My companion for the night will be the cheerful one. That does not narrow it down.
Grossness! Don't mess with me, old man. You don't even have any materia.
Oh, she's saucy too. Wee wee. That took up like the entire box. Purpose to push a tank out of an aircraft and let it glide onto the battlefield. Oh my gosh. Kaikos? What are those? I was wondering where the JDs were. Yeah, what's going on? Who's there? Oh, too late for you.
Oh man, Cloud!
Hey, long time no see. Don't tell me you forgot. You just don't get it, do you? I don't care what you're doing, so much as the idiotic way you're doing it. Be quiet. None of you know how much I've suffered since then. It's a long story, but I don't need to hear it. I don't really care. Let Yuffie and Elena go. You guys are serious. Good, good. This time, I'm not fooling around either. Why did you kill my little apps? I'm gonna make you play with my new pet so you won't interfere in my search for a bride. Archipelago of 40 low-lying coral islands in the Atlantic Ocean. I did not know that. Rats! Come here! Oh, this guy is very original with his naming. This is Raps. Raps is a dragon boss with 6,000 HP, weak to stop and sleep. Battle items are useful, as you may not have materia at this point. However, I do. But you get to see Great Gospel, which provides to us a full heal and invincibility. Ain't that pretty? poisoning? Okay. It's fine. Between cloud... Wait, can I actually just attack it regularly? Hey, don't matter. Oh, I can. I should have just been attacking it. There we go. Done. Done. Did it. Much better. And we got the peace ring. Wait. Just wait a second. Shut up. Just listen to me, it won't take long. Why do you think a bad guy like me would swallow his pride and plead for his life? Because he's ready to die? Because he's sure to win? Because he's clueless. Bingo! Close, but no. Yeah!
I'm so pissed!
Once I push this button, they'll fall and we'll have squashed tomatoes!
Darn.
Alright. Ooh. Now, give me your women too! I guess I have the last laugh. No, that would be us. What's going on? Who's there? A little help from our old friends. The Turks! You knew this was going to happen ever since you leaked that secret. We're going to take care of you. Personally. Darn it! They're all coming with me! Oh! Good timing, Rude. Oh, did Rude shoot him? I guess that's what that sound effect meant. Let's get to work. Reno. Alright, Corneo. This'll be over quick, so listen up. Why do you think we went to all the trouble of teaming up with those guys to get you? 1, because we're ready to die. 2, because we're sure to win. Or 3, because we're clueless. 2? Number 2? All wrong. No, wait! Stop! Ah! Squashed tomatoes. The correct answer was... because it's our job. Oh, thank you very much. 4 pineapples. I never thought you'd come. Alana, don't act so weak. You're a Turk. Yes, sir. And Yuffie's also there. Thanks for your help. Yes, this is Reno. Yes. Yes. I'll get on it right away. Is that the company? Yeah. They want us to find Cloud. Oh, we're ready. Are we on? Nah. Today's our day off.
Hey! Who cares about that? Get me down! Phew! Perfect! Now the material's back in its rightful place.
Hey, the order's all messed up.
Huh? Oh, it'll be alright. Don't be so picky. Anyway, that sure was close. No, normally I'd kick their butts. Boom bang!
I can't roll my eyes enough.
That Cornell guy's a real pain.
Who are his goons?
Rather deal with my dad than that guy. You know, some of those turret guys are pretty good, huh? At least after all that, we got the materia back. Now come on, everybody, let's continue our journey. Wait! Alright, here, I'll give this to you guys. Here, look!
Uh-huh.
Come on, wait! No matter what you think, I'm going with you. Next time.
Yeah, we don't exactly welcome her back with open arms, but she's still with us. She stuck around. Alright, I need to find that item that I was supposed to find. Yeah. Let's do it. Real quick, real quick. Okay, so now, if we go back into this house, the cat at the bottom of the stairs has moved. We can actually go up the stairs at some point. Hello? Wow. Stairs are not that hard. We receive an HP absorb materia. None of the rest of the group knows what happened. And none of the rest of them will believe it when Aerith tells the story. And Vincent, he's not the most talkative. There is just one more thing. One more thing. Oh, not here in Dachau. Sorry. Back to the left. Where the other part of Wutai is. I swear I did the same thing the first time I played. I swear I looked around main Wutai for so long and didn't even realize there was a second part. Get back in here. Back in here. Go in here. Should be another door. If not in this room, in this one. What exactly does it say? Run through the western wall. Oh, it's back in the inn room. Use the heck out of me. I thought I checked there. It's really good at capturing the whole cat idea, which I love. Let's move on. Okay, the west wall. Could have sworn. Aha! Okay. There's the magic shuriken, which is a weapon for Yuffie. and would be useful if I ever used Yuffie. But I don't, so it's not. Oh well. Everyone had a nice snooze? Everyone feeling good and healthy? I hope so. Oh, I do like cats. She's just the team mascot at this point. I mean, she's just the ninth wheel. Like, we don't really want her here, but I guess she's part of this, whether we want it or not. So, next time on Final Fantasy VII, we will get back to the plot beats, which will mean going back to the Gold Saucer. And we actually will have more to do there than just plot stuff. So, the last of the side quests that we have access to now is also at Gold Saucer. And I've done some prep for it. But we got through everything that I wanted to do. It's the third wheel, but worse. Yeah, it's like an extra wheel on a semi-truck. It's not a good thing. I'm going to also just have a quick look at the weapon shop. Just real quick before I go. Yeah, what you got? Now, they're being, like, nice to me or whatever. Yeah, they've got some better weapons. I might buy one of each of these just because they are all better. Yeah, sure. Even though none of them are double materia weapons, like, these are, like, the next step up of weapons. And so they won't be my grinding weapons, but I might use them for something else. And if not, I've got a copy of everything, which is nice too. But yeah, folks, I've had a wonderful evening, and I hope you have too. I think tomorrow, just for the fact that I've played this 3 days in a row, I shouldn't play it tomorrow. They're being nice because they heard the splat. Yeah, they knew. They know what's coming if they're not playing ball. Alternatively, the thing that I want to do, I think it might. I kind of want to do it tonight, but I also could do it at the beginning of the next episode, but it's going to take some time, and beginning of next episode, I want to do it now, because it gets me something good, but I can't. It's fine. Anyways, yeah, before next time, I'll do some more grinding, as I do that. And I guess I've got new materia! I'm a materia girl. Like, Lady Gaga. That's the one. That's the one who sings that song. But again, folks, hope you've had a wonderful evening. I know I have. Tomorrow I will probably not play Final Fantasy again because I've done it a lot last couple of days. I'll give it a break. I might do a bonus on Thursday. If not, it might come back on Friday/Saturday when I'm traveling. In which case, it wouldn't be in this layout, it would be in a different one, but you get the picture. Anyways, I'm going to send you on a raid. I'm going to send you to Ryan. Playing Trickster Online. I have no idea what that is, but it's Ryan. It's going to be lovely. I hope you go and say hello. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, an excellent tomorrow, and I will be back tomorrow night with something else. Alright, bye everyone.